Good evening. Okay, I know you're all very touched by the video, but here we go with our very exciting event tonight. My name is Megan Gately. I'm the Director of Learning and Engagement here at the Ronald Reagan Presidential Foundation and Institute. We are delighted to host you here at the Reagan Library. On behalf of all of my colleagues and the legacy of President and Mrs. Reagan, it is an honor to celebrate so many outstanding local student leaders in this room, especially from this angle. Sorry, you all look wonderful. Please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing. Let's see how well you follow directions. Please remain standing for the national anthem performed by Santa Susana High School Junior, an accomplished vocalist and performer, Daisy Jemison. Let's place our right hand over our hearts. Ready, begin. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, a nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Nicely done. Thank you for remaining standing for our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you very much, Daisy. That was beautiful. To be that talented, it's so nice to hear it echoing through this building. It is our desire here at the Reagan Foundation to equip the next generation of citizen leaders. Young people whose passion, commitment, and service at their schools and in their communities inspires others and makes the world a better place. We do that by offering a variety of programs, and many of you out there have already been involved with us during your time in school. If you have participated in one of our programs, please stand when I call that program and remain standing while I read them so we can honor how much you've given back to us through our programs. So if you've been a part of the Great Communicator Debate Series, please stand. Thank you, Joanne Drake. Okay. What about our student leadership program? I see a lot of familiar faces. Deepa, great, great, okay. The Rowe sisters. Okay, what about the Reagan Leadership Medal? Any outstanding seniors who've received our Reagan Leadership Medal? All right, Deepa, okay. What about the SEMI Youth Council, who we partner with annually? And last but not least, and many of you might need to think back to your 5th grade years and the rite of passage of the Reagan Leadership Center, formerly known as the Discovery Center. Any 5th graders remember going through our simulation? Okay. Thank you again to all of you for supporting and showing us just how bright your stars are. We are honored to have been a part of your leadership journeys thus far, and we look forward to continuing that relationship. As such, I would like to introduce you to my colleague Annabelle Sparbati, who is serving in a new role engaging our program alum, like you all out there, including this program. You are all now program alum. We hope you get to know Annabelle over the course of your time in college and beyond. So Annabelle, please raise your hand so everybody can see and know. Annabelle is the key to making sure that we stay connected for many years to come. We also hope that as you go through your college experience, you consider joining us in Washington, D.C. for our Leadership in the American Presidency program. As such, before we even get started with tonight's proceedings, we would like to offer each semifinalist in this room a scholarship for no less than $2,000 to participate in the Leadership in American Presidency program simply by being named a scholarship semifinalist. So congratulations. You will receive an email later this week with details, and we hope to see you in Washington, D.C. over the next 4 years. Tonight, we're gathered to celebrate our longest-standing education program, the Ronald Reagan Presidential Foundation Scholars Program. Each year, this program's awards dinner is a special recognition of outstanding and civically engaged high school seniors here in Ventura County. By the end of this evening, we will have awarded, since the year 2000, nearly $900,000 in scholarships and grants to 243 students from 31 local high schools here in Ventura County. So congrats to all of you. Each year, as our team reads your applications and watches your videos, we are encouraged about the days ahead. We believe that if President Reagan were here today, he would be inspired by the leadership and service you've all shown. And he would be looking towards the future with the utmost optimism and confidence in our country. Before we continue tonight's presentation of awards, this would not have been possible without the efforts of our Scholarship Selection Committee. As I call your name, please stand to be recognized. The Foundation's representatives include Will Donnelly, Joanne Drake, Jonathan Hutton, Jessica Johns, Laurel Johnston, Cynthia Herrera, Aaron Korsfall, Mark Lane, Linda Lupica, and Gay McCurley. Thank you. In addition, we're pleased for the following community representatives that serve on our selection committee. We'd like to recognize them as well. Sharon Bardet, Jake Jacobs, Arlen Whitaker. Finally, the committee's scholar representatives this year were Lorena High School's, wait, Jake, please stay standing, not that easy yet. But our scholar representatives this year were Lorena High School graduate Juliana Emanuel and a 2017 recipient and Royal High School, oh, I thought I'd hear Royal High School cheering on. That's what I thought. Okay, I thought you'd cheer on one of your alum. Oh, I see. And Royal High School graduate Natanya Koshi. A 2020 recipient and a student currently at The Ohio State University. Thank you again to all of our judges. As we continue our program honoring some of the best and brightest in Ventura County, we are pleased to be joined by someone who has made a significant mark on the local community and beyond. Danny Jordan is an award-winning author, media producer, and host. He has produced and directed over 200 hours of primetime major network and cable television programming, along with creating the hit iHeartRadio podcast, The Broadway Cast. His television credits include, you are going to recognize some of these, so don't get too excited as fans after Danny, but he has been a part of Extreme Makeover Home Edition, Master Chef, Deal or No Deal, Biggest Loser, Storage Wars, and Rock the Block. Danny is also one of the hosts of the #1 ranked Christmas podcast in the world, Christmas Countdown. In addition to his work as a media producer and host, Danny's premier children's book, Ray's First Day, received the Kirkus Star, the Benjamin Franklin Award, and was named one of the best books of 2021 by Kirkus Reviews magazine. His second book, Lex Leads the Way, was a starred review by Kirkus Reviews, who called the book a visual treat and a lively, child-representing story of inclusion. Please join me in a very warm and Reagan-style welcome for Mr. Danny Jordan.
Wow, that introduction makes me sound a lot cooler than I really am. I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. I love Disneyland, and I listen to boy band music probably way too much for a 40-year-old man. But I'm living my truth, and that is exactly what I want to speak with you all about here tonight. Have you ever felt like you didn't belong? Have you ever felt like an imposter? Have you ever felt like you had to do something a certain way or say something specific to fit in or to be accepted? I know I have. I felt a bit like an imposter when I was invited to give this speech here this evening. The questions that entered my mind were questions like, why me? I've never done this before. How can I inspire a room full of people? I'm not an Olympian. I'm not a war hero. I'm not a famous actor. But then I thought, I'm being called to this moment. Will I answer that call, and will I do it in a way that is uniquely me? Maybe you faced a similar question when applying for this scholarship, but you put those doubts aside. You answered the call, you applied for the scholarship, and did it in a way that is uniquely you. Before this night gets away from us and we get wrapped up in the awards and the mingling and the food and all the things, I want us to take a moment to recognize where your decision to apply for this scholarship got you. Take a look around. You are in the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library. That's huge, like physically huge, but also like it's a huge moment in your life. Did you know, because I didn't before I went to Google a couple days ago, that there are only 14 presidential libraries in the United States of America, and you are sitting in one of them. Your hard work in embracing what makes you, you, got you here. Under Air Force One, no less. I mean, how cool is this moment? How cool that you made it happen for yourself. And how amazing that you are sitting here with some of the people who love you the most and who will love and support you to the ends of the earth. So to recognize and honor this moment, I want to do something that I used to do years ago, before camera phones were a thing. Yes, I'm that old. I did this with campers that I worked with at the YMCA in Thousand Oaks. I'm born and raised out here in this area. I want us to take a mental picture, or 10 if you want, of this moment. I want us to celebrate the effort, not just the outcome. You are full of hope in this moment. You are full of pride in this moment, as you should be. So let's all capture this moment together. Just take a couple seconds to just look around and know that you are here. I took about 6. I don't know how many you took, but I got a solid 6 there. I'm going to get them in wallets. That's a joke that parents really appreciate. As was shared with you during my introduction, I am the author of the award-winning inclusive children's book series, The Capables. And at the heart of our series is this: different is super. And tonight, I want to talk about the power that resides in the decision to embrace what makes you unique. In 2018, my life changed forever. I'll get a little choked up because I became a dad. Parents know the feeling. It is easily one of the greatest gifts I will ever receive in my life, but it also was and is one of the most challenging journeys I have ever been on. At the 20-week mark of my wife's pregnancy, my wife went in for her scheduled ultrasound. At the end of that ultrasound, the tech told my wife that she would be getting a call from radiology to schedule a follow-up appointment since there were some images that they weren't able to capture. My wife got a call the next day, but it wasn't from radiology. It was from a genetic counselor. This person informed my wife that there were some concerns about what they were and what they weren't seeing on the ultrasound imagery. So a few days later, my wife and I were sent to see a specialist, a perinatologist. At the end of a 2.5-hour ultrasound, the specialist turned on the light and said, "Okay, let's talk." There's nothing like the phrase, "let's talk," to let you know you're about to hear something that could be difficult to process. The perinatologist informed us that our daughter was going to be born with an upper limb difference. Specifically, our daughter Emerson, she was born with one bone in her right forearm, and as a result, she has 2 fingers on her right hand. I remember thinking in that moment, sitting in the exam room, looking at the images on this screen, I thought, that's my daughter. She became so real to me in that moment. And I immediately felt called to do whatever I could to contribute to a world that is more inclusive, more educated, and empowering when it comes to disabilities. So the next day, an idea hit me for a group of kids superheroes called the Capables. All of the Capables have a disability and their powers are activated through empowerment. I've been so fortunate to share our empowering message with thousands of kids all around the world, and we've won awards, as you heard. I've been on Good Morning America, but there's something that nobody except for my close circle saw. Back in the spring of 2021, after our first book was released, a time where most people thought I was flying high, I wasn't. I started having panic attacks. It got so intense that I met with a psychiatrist who diagnosed me with generalized anxiety disorder, major depression, and PTSD. That diagnosis, seeing those words on a page with my name at the top, it came as a shock to me. I thought, I'm Mr. Optimistic. I'm always finding the silver lining and encouraging others to chase their dreams to the end of the earth. In short, I was lost. I was confused. I was hurt. I was scared. I spent the better part of the next 2 years trying to fix myself. But here's the thing. I don't need to be fixed. And neither do you. We are all unique, and I firmly believe that it is our differences that give us our superpowers in life. You see, for nearly 15 years, I have made a living as a TV producer and director. I have worked on some of the most well-known shows in the world, and one of the things that makes me so good at telling stories is my ability to feel deeply. My anxious energy drives me to work hard, to show up, to constantly be growing and evolving. It pushes me, and as my mom would say, to not give up, to always find another way. And after trying so hard to change what didn't need to be changed, I finally found another way forward. I was recently doing a presentation at a school here in Simi Valley, speaking to a room full of students about how being different is super, and encouraging those kids to embrace what makes them, them. And it hit me. I was speaking those words passionately. I was impacting these kids and educators, but I wasn't living that truth. I was running away from what made me different, rather than befriending it and being thankful for it. Maybe you know that feeling, the feeling of fear, or wanting to hide what makes you different. Maybe you're feeling it right now. But I'm here to tell you that's normal. And also that we need you just the way that you were uniquely made. Think about this. There is only one you. In the history of everything that has been and will ever be, there will only ever be one you. How incredible is that? We need your perspective. We need the way your brain processes, the way your brain creates and innovates, the way you dream. That is how we change the world. I know it's hard to be different. We live in a time where there's so much copying going on, right? You look at TikTok or Instagram and people get millions of views for copying someone else. How could you not want to follow that lead? But let me ask you this. Do you want to go viral? Do you want to impact the world with your unique voice, or do you want to do it copying someone else? My advice, be original. Tell your story, and tell it in the way that only you can. Imagine if Oprah Winfrey didn't do things her own unique way. Imagine if Walt Disney didn't do things his own unique way. I certainly wouldn't be going to Disneyland, and that would be pretty disappointing for me, and probably many of you as well. But look, you won't be able to convince everyone to see your vision, and that's okay. You can still bring it to life. Take my series, The Capables, for example. I have pitched our book series to agents, my agents, TV networks, major publishers, and none of them have said yes. But guess what? We're still impacting the world. Hundreds of people we didn't know found us on Kickstarter and said yes. They helped us raise tens of thousands of dollars so we could properly compensate the team that I work with. And as a result, we have published 2 inclusive books. We have shipped thousands of books all around the world. We have translated our award-winning debut book into 3 languages, including Spanish, German, and American Sign Language. We're doing it our way. We're doing it differently. And I think that's pretty super. So authenticity is key. And while you're out there, living your most authentic, best life, tackling problems in the way that only your brain knows how, creating things that never existed before you, here's another element of life that can't be understated. Surround yourself with good people. Surround yourself with people who encourage you, who challenge you, who support you, and who you can be your most authentic self with. As the great Tony Award-winning actor Andre DeShields shared as one of his tenets for life, surround yourself with people whose faces light up when you enter the room. You know who those people are. Some of them are probably here with you this evening. Hold those people close and nurture those relationships. And when you meet other people like that in the future, honor those relationships and let those people know what they mean to you. They will be the ones to help you through all of the challenges that life will inevitably bring your way. There's another big one. Got to be honest. It's okay to say you don't know. It's okay to ask for help. You are empowering others when you allow them to share their perspective and embrace the way that they look at things differently. And keep exploring, keep learning, and stay patient. There's always more knowledge to gain, and that knowledge will pay off massively when big opportunities come your way. I know we want things now, that big job now, that vision for our future now. But those things will take care of themselves in their own time. Let me tell you from experience, being patient and educating yourself as much as possible will pay huge dividends when the big dream come true type of opportunities come your way. Educate yourself. And when you become the boss, you will be able to relate to your team and know how to dialogue with them individually and have a deeper appreciation for their needs, their struggles, their requests. You'll be ready to step into the moment and do amazing things. Keep exploring, keep learning, ask for help, and stay patient. What's meant for you will always be meant for you. Life is a sprint. Slow down, enjoy the journey. And lastly, let's talk about what I believe to be the most important thing to figure out in life, your why. People are probably asking you a lot of what questions right now, right? What are you going to major in? What do you want to be when you grow up? What is your 5-year plan? What did you do to your hair? That sort of stuff. I believe that what is pretty limiting, but why? That is where the magic lives. You see, when you figure out your why in life, your what can be anything. How powerful is that? How freeing is that? When I first got into the entertainment industry, I knew one thing. I love making people smile and taking their mind off of their worries. That is something I keep coming back to over and over again, no matter what project I'm working on. And I get to live out and honor my why over and over again. The what changes all the time, but the why remains the same. And maybe you don't know what your why is right now, and that's okay. It will come. Something will impact you and connect with your essence in a way that goes beyond words. Pay attention to those feelings. And let me tell you, a lot of people won't understand it, and that's okay too. You are never going to please everyone. Some people just aren't going to get it. And if you spend your life molding and shaping yourself into what you think others need or want you to be, you will lose yourself. You will lose your superpowers. So why not embrace what makes you uniquely you? Everyone else is already taken. So just as Walt Disney sat on a bench in Griffith Park years ago, staring at a carousel that his children were riding on, dreaming up a new idea, a new land that would become Disneyland, I hope that when you have similar moments of inspiration in your life, just as when you made that decision to apply for this scholarship, I hope that when new exciting ideas or opportunities pop into your mind, that you embrace them. Not only that you embrace them, but that you bring your true, unique perspective to every endeavor. The world needs that. The world needs different. The world needs you. Thank you so much for your time. Congratulations, everyone. Thank you.
Wow. Can we do one more big roaring round of applause for Danny Jordan? Those were incredible words of wisdom that I hope many of you young people in the room, I wish I had had that message when I was in your seats. So if you are too nervous and some of that didn't go, please rewatch it again, take those lessons and really apply them to your life, because that was some real gold shared with you today. And he's also has quite a social media following. So look up Danny Jordan, because as you can see, he has great life lessons, and I think that that's a great message for you all to hear. Okay, thank you, Danny. Anyways, now let's continue with our program. I am pleased to introduce an alumnus of the Reagan administration who was President Reagan's chief of staff during the last 10 years of his life and served as Mrs. Reagan's spokeswoman until her passing. Today, she serves as our incredible chief administrative officer here at the Ronald Reagan Presidential Foundation and Institute. She is one of a kind. She is a boss lady who is a phenomenal leader. If you get a chance to talk to her today too, spend time with her, because she also has gold wisdom for us all. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome for Joanne Drake.
Now, did she say old wisdom or gold wisdom? I do have some of my colleagues who refer to me as the OG. Y'all know what that means. I take that as a nice compliment. Good evening to all of you. Class of 2023. You know, thousands of other Ronald Reagan Presidential Foundation scholars have been seated where you sit tonight. Bright, young leaders driven to advance themselves, their families, and their communities. Scholars, tonight, we celebrate your accomplishments. However, before we recognize you, I would like to acknowledge the family, friends, teachers, and school administrators who have encouraged and supported you throughout your education. Parents, teachers, counselors, principals, superintendents, and other guests who gave it all, please stand so we can recognize you first. That is my favorite part of the evening. Students, do not forget them when you go to college. Make sure you come home at holidays to see them, okay? Bring them something. They like that kind of thing. You know, your efforts to make this day a reality for our scholars cannot be underestimated. Last year, we introduced perpetual plaques to allow our local high schools to showcase our award recipients. Educators will be adding to those plaques tonight with the announcement of our recipients. Principals, please see Aaron after the ceremony if you have one of those plaques so we can work out the details with you. Now, this is not in my script. My staff head's about to spin, I'm sure. Does anybody have a birthday here tonight? Does anybody have a birthday this week? Does anybody have a birthday this year? Ooh, love that. Only 5 hands went up, so the rest of you don't get to have birthdays. I ask because I had the most incredible birthday that I'll never forget. And I hope that you all have one in your future, if you have not already had it in your past. My guess is it's ahead of you. I want you to shut your eyes. Come on, do it, do it, do it, do it. You're sitting at a table on the Grand Canal of Venice. Got it? It's morning time. In front of you is a cappuccino. You have a chocolate croissant waiting for you. It's a light breeze outside. The sun is coming up over the Lido Beach. Not that I'll get there later, but boats in the canal. Lots of boats in the canal. Lots of important boats in the canal. And you're talking to your friend across the table, a woman that you thought was your friend. And you're just talking about what's ahead of you. It happens to be a work day. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you are going to have to suffer through your birthday on many work days in the future. All of a sudden, over your shoulder, now think about it, do you have your eyes closed still? I hope so. You hear, "Happy birthday to you, happy birthday." We all know the song, right? I heard the entire song come out of the mouth of Ronald Reagan, 40th President of the United States. Over my shoulder, he was singing "Happy Birthday" to me on the Grand Canal in Venice. You can open your eyes now. I hope you all get to the Grand Canal of Venice and have a President of the United States sing "Happy Birthday" to you. I know you'll have that kind of day someday. It was a tremendous experience working for him at the White House. It's been a tremendous experience working for him at this foundation. And some of my best days are like today, when we get to give a little money to help encourage you to get back to school so that you can become a leader of this country. I'll tell you the rest of that story if you want over dinner. But I just wanted to set the showcase just a little bit. Now it is my pleasure to introduce to you the 2023 Ronald Reagan Presidential Foundation Scholars Program semi-finalists. I will read the names of our semi-finalists alphabetically by school. Students, when I call the name of your school, please come quickly to the side of the stage on my right, your left, and line up in alphabetical order. Consider this practice for graduation. Principals, you're welcome. We will start with the applicants from Adolfo Camarillo High School. You should be headed that direction right now. Applicants from Channel Islands High School, Foothill Technology High School, Monte Vista School, and Moore Park High School also may begin lining up. We have a staff member over here who will help you remember the alphabet if that's not yet in your brain. As I announce your name, please walk up on the stage to receive a small gift for participating in our scholarship program. Parents, we do have a professional photographer here, but you are more than welcome to come closer to the stage as your child is presented with their gift. Every student will also receive a Ronald Reagan Presidential Foundation Scholars Program Certificate of Distinction, which you can pick up before dinner. Parents, I'm going to ask you maybe to do that while the kids are having their photograph taken. I ask that you be respectful of each of our scholars and remain quiet while they are recognized. If you're ready. From Adolfo Camarillo High School, Isabella Fortini. Rithvik Kotla. Lily Krevy. Jolena Lee. And Maya Thayer. From Channel Islands High School, we have Danae Barragan, Eileen Fernandez, Basant Gendi, I believe could not be with us, and Zaidi Passion. So applicants from Newberry Park High School, Nordhoff High School, Oak Park High School, Oaks Christian High School, Ojai Valley High School, and Oxnard Middle College High School, please line up over here. Remember, alphabetically. To continue on, from Foothill Technology High School, we have Kimberly Fickerson. From Monte Vista School, Caroline Finkbeiner. From Moore Park High School, Maya Cavallaro. Janie Jindarat. Miriam McGregor. Isabella Phillip. And Elisa Vanegas. From Newberry Park High School, Lucy Garrett. Nia Gadar. Rachel Hu. Mina Wynn. Harrison Sarah. and Deepa Venkat. Applicants from Rancho Camarillo High School, Rio Mesa High School, Royal High School, Santa Clara High School, and Santa Susana High School, please line up. And students who are left in the audience, if you're paying attention, you should know who's next, right? We're going to have a little test. Remember, it's alpha. From Nordhoff High School this evening, we have Catherine Seary. From Oak Park High School, we have Catherine Cheng, Jasmine Liu, Mugil Shanmugam. From Oaks Christian High School, we have Jada Ross. From Ojai Valley High School, Roman Clough Thompson. From Oxnard Middle College High School, Leslie Cervantes. Jessica Dominguez Pardo. Johanna Martinez. Genesis Salazar. And Sofia Viorato. Okay, applicants, Simi High School, St. Bonaventure, Thatcher School, Thousand Oaks High School, and Ventura High School, please line up. And now from Rancho Campana High School, we have Annalise Wong. From Rio Mesa High School, Sofia Barajas. Lena Stevenson. And Dylan Zulueta. From Royal High School, Jaden Baltazar. Hiral Chowdhury. Ava Giller. Hope Gonzalez. Morgan Gutman, I understand, is not here. Hayden Kelly. And Isaac Zachariah. From Santa Clara High School, Isabel Oviedo. From Santa Susana High School, Catherine Krikorian. Natalie Miranda. Monishka Tanwani. Isaac Tiu. Applicants from Westlake High School, please line up. From Simi Valley High School, we have Joshua Decker. Ella Homewood. Caden Jew. Vidul Parsi. Ashlyn Rowe. Kevin Sebastian. From St. Bonaventure School, Sarah Malacy. From the Thatcher School, we have Jordan Yates. From Thousand Oaks High School, we have Jeremy Frank, Dominique Gage, Ava Johnson, Mandy Mailing, Sophia Reichenberger, Jordan Schwartz, Aaron Sullivan, Carter Supple, and Sarah Ziff. From Ventura High School, Ava Happel, Mateo Navarro, Angelina Wynn, Brooke Roberts, Livia Vertucci, and Kanan Welch. And finally, from Westlake High School, Alexander Chi, Abigail Flamer, Haley Gadsby, Katie Hahn, Samuel Horonik, Ashley Joseph, Jason Lee, Vivian Lee, Hyun Lim, Grayson Manley, Emily Merjan, Anya Paravemba, apologize, Elisa Rice, Sheridan Schofield, Edward Shen, Addison Stoll, Avery Tokuyama, and Jacob Yu. Congratulations to each and every one of you on your many achievements. Now I want to hear it. That's good. I also want to apologize if I hammered your name. Again, practice for graduation. If you didn't like the way I said it, please make sure that your principal gets it right, because you'll remember graduation if it's wrong, okay? Okay, now to the portion of our program for which you've all been waiting, for which you showed up for tonight, I'm sure. Tonight, we are honored to award a total of $50,000 in college scholarships to 13 of these semifinalists. I can tell you that this year's applicants were some of the strongest we have ever seen in the history of this program, making our job very, very difficult. We congratulate each and every one of you for being recognized as a semifinalist this evening. You are in exceptional company. When I call your name, please come up to the stage. That wasn't obvious. Our first awards are for a $3,000 Ronald Reagan Presidential Foundation Scholarship. There are two recipients of a $3,000 scholarship who could not be with us this evening because they are performing in their final choral concert at Royal High School. We gave them a pass. Earlier today, we recorded a special message for these students, so they should be learning right about now that they are the recipients of these awards. Congratulations to Morgan Gutman, who will attend the University of California, Santa Barbara, and Joy O, who will attend the University of California, Berkeley. Principal Michael Hall is with us tonight and will accept the awards on Morgan and Joy's behalf. Exactly. Good picture and all. That's Morgan and Joy's prize. They get the picture. Principal gets to take home what's in the box. Now we'll continue with our $3,000 scholarships. This next recipient is commended for their drive and academic excellence, balancing a challenging course load at the top of their class and serving as an officer for Key Club. Well, that narrowed it down, didn't it? One recommendation praises this candidate's enthusiasm and initiative, citing their ability to be both a fast learner while being quick to teach others and assist peers with kindness. This student has shown a tremendous passion for and proficiency in the healthcare field, a focus that was formed early in life as a result of personal experiences. This recipient lives out this passion serving as president of HOSA, Future Health Professionals, volunteering at Westminster Free Clinic, and as a participant in the prestigious HOPE internship for future healthcare professionals. She will certainly make the medical community proud in the future. Congratulations to Channel Islands High School's Eileen Fernandez, who will attend. She will attend Cal Poly San Luis Obispo in the fall. Okay, I saw Eileen do it, and she's going to be the last, I hope, that we allow the mistake. If you are a recipient of this award, take your sticker off before you get here. You're going to thank us later, okay? On to our next one. One recommender states of this next recipient, quote, "When this student is involved in something, they commit themselves fully to ensure their success and the success of those around them. Described as determined, intelligent, caring, and with an endless potential for success, this student is an officer of the Math Honor Society and the Science Honor Society who volunteers with homework helpers and works as a tutor." You're all thinking, is it me? This candidate is a leader who sees a need and steps up to act on it. Okay, well, that's everyone in here, right? After being faced with the underrepresentation of females in the math club, she ran for office and took actions to change the status quo, creating a tutoring program and actively recruiting female members. A varsity tennis player since 9th grade and current co-captain, she and her teammates won their first state championship in 2021. From Westlake High School, where she is founder and president of the Black Student Union, congratulations to Abigail Flamer, who will attend Brown University next year. If you're wondering, it is intimidating to stand next to tall and beautiful and smart right there. Okay, the first thing that captures your attention with this next recipient is the high level of academic rigor on their course load, including 11 AP and 7 honors courses. Is that allowed? What's more impressive is that this candidate managed excellent grades while engaging in numerous school and community efforts. An award-winning leader of Future Business Leaders of America beyond the high school level, this student is a future marketer and communicator. Business-related accolades include junior achievement and numerous paid and volunteer roles related to social media influencing. Ooh, you can get with David there. It's starting to sound like a record, isn't it, in here? She continually hones her leadership skills. As a student representative of the Conejo District Advisory Committee, a youth citizenship seminar scholarship awardee through Pepperdine University, and a participant of our own Reagan Student Leadership Program. Congratulations to Haley Gadsby from Westlake High School. Haley will attend the University of California, Los Angeles in the fall. This next recipient is also at the top of the academic class, achieving 4 college associate's degrees during high school. Now that's got to narrow it down quite a bit. Lauded for a can-do attitude, which we love over here at the Reagan Foundation, this student is described as a, quote, enthusiast of great ideas, experiences, and care for the community. An officer of MESA, Mathematics, Engineering, Science Achievement, and HOSA, Future Health Professionals, this candidate is a volunteer for a local urgent care, employed as a dental assistant, and a zealous advocate for the homeless community. An immigrant from Egypt, she uses her voice to support young women in her community and other philanthropic efforts through her church. From Channel Islands High School, please congratulate Basant Gendi, who will attend the University of California, Santa Barbara in the fall. Unfortunately, Basant could not be with us tonight, we just discovered, but we will ensure that she's properly recognized. But if you know her, please jump all over and shake her and tell her you're very excited for her, okay? All right, here we go. Some key words for our next person. Trustworthy, loyal, honest. If you think you fit those words, stand up. Oh, you'd all be standing. These are descriptors of our next recipient of a $3,000 award. A leader in the school community, this candidate was president of Science Olympiad and a member of the Physics Club and Eco Schools. Musically, this student's talents are vast: marching band, jazz ensemble, drum corps international, and wind ensemble, and extend to serving the community as a music tutor for children with special needs and an elementary school band instructor. Most notably, he is an Eagle Scout who served as senior patrol leader, leading all troop activities, implementing an aggressive community service agenda for his troop, and receiving numerous accolades for his work. Attending Purdue University in the fall, please welcome to the stage Westlake High School's Archit Goyle, again, just discovered right before we came on. He could not be with us tonight. So if you know him, let's give him a round of applause. It's sad when they're not able to be here. We get all excited. Okay, we hope our next person is here. Our next recipient has been described as one of a kind, fiercely intelligent, creative, community-minded, thoughtful, and civically engaged. These characteristics span the athletic field to school grounds to the local community. Promoting unity and diversity as ASB president, this candidate also serves as founder and co-moderator of the Student Forum Society and participated in the Health Occupations Pipeline program. In his own words, he, quote, gives voice to the voiceless. And this was no more evident than in his role as founder and co-president of the Latino Rights Club, where he spearheaded an effort to commission a mural of Dolores Huerta to showcase his Latino pride. He raised $15,000 to complete the project. Congratulations to Mateo Navarro from Ventura High School. Mateo is off to Brown University in the fall. That's why I like working here, right there. Okay. To one recommender, this next recipient is remarkable, creative, and one of the best writers this teacher has ever seen. That's pretty strong words coming from a teacher. This proficiency in language arts is evident in this candidate's work as assistant editor of the school newspaper, founder of a school reading club, and regular volunteer for the Ventura County Library. This student's interests also extend to science, where they have made their mark as a research intern for Ventura Clinical Trials and a participant in the Medical Observership Program at Ventura County Medical Center. At school, the student is an officer for the Key Club and the National Honor Society, while also serving as an award-winning captain of the swim team. A piano player, this recipient is also a volunteer for Food Share. Also from Ventura High School and joining Mateo and Abigail at Brown University, congratulations to Angelina Wynn. I don't know about you, but I get exhausted reading what they do. I don't have any idea how many hours they spend doing all of this. Parents, you know where your children are at all hours. Our final recipient at the $3,000 award level is a student of varying creative interests. Founder of the Chess Club, president of the Crochet Club, and a mariachi performer. This candidate was editor of the yearbook, team captain of the STEM Club, and co-founder of the Study Club. This student's capacity for leadership was recognized near and far, as evidenced by service on ASB, the Superintendent's Advisory Council, the Principal's Advisory Council, and as the student representative for the Parent-Teacher Student Association. a dedicated volunteer for the League of United Latin American Citizens and Westminster Free Clinic, one recommender commends her initiative, sense of responsibility, talent, and unique ability to balance boldness with kindness, particularly in the face of some of the most challenging personal obstacles. Congratulations to Sofia Viorata from Oxnard High School. She is going to the University of California in San Diego in the fall. Okay, our next awards are for a $5,500 Ronald Reagan Presidential Foundation Scholarship. In addition, each of these recipients will receive a $500 grant for a teacher of their choice. Teachers, this is where you sit up in your chair really straight. This recipient is celebrated for balancing strenuous academics, competitive athletics, and community service. Ugh, same old story. Slackers. President of the senior class, this candidate is Community Outreach Officer for the YMCA Youth and Government Program and co-founder of a mental health-focused nonprofit. This future entrepreneur has sought out numerous opportunities for enrichment around the country, participating in programs such as Berkeley Business Academy for Youth, UCLA Ideagen Global Leadership Academy, Wharton Future of the Business World, Wharton Essentials of Entrepreneurship, and Stanford AI and Machine Learning. Most notably, the students' work through LaunchX led to a startup for a PodX device for the visually impaired. This young woman will undoubtedly make her mark on the global business world. Join me in congratulating Newbury Parks High School, Nia Gadar, who will attend the University of California at Berkeley. When we're done here, I'm going to have her explain AI to me. You all can get line behind me. Yeah, Megan just pointed out that she and I were going to ask Nia for a job one day. This next recipient of a $5,500 scholarship and $500 teacher grant is lauded for being highly gifted in both the humanities and sciences. At school, this student serves as an officer for Science Olympiad, Future Business Leaders of America, and peer counseling, as well as captaining the mock trial team. For this candidate, STEM may be the chosen path, with credits that already include serving as co-founder and president of the Future Medical Professionals Club, conducting research in science and engineering at Boston University, and serving as a student researcher and lab assistant at California State University Northridge's Biophysics Lab. He is a Hugh O'Brien Leadership Seminar junior staffer and developed a free PSAT test preparation course for the Agura Math Circle. Congratulations to Mughal Shanmugam from Oak Park High School. I know I just butchered your name. I'm sorry. He will be attending the University of Southern California in the fall. We could keep him local, yay.
Thank you so much, I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
Our final award this evening is for a recipient of a $7,500 Ronald Reagan Presidential Foundation Scholarship. This also comes with a $500 grant for the teacher of their choice. As with all of our recipients, this recipient's accomplishments fall under the category of how in the world do they have time to do all of this? Serving the school community as Interact Club president, first robotics co-president, tutoring club president, and an officer of junior state, Key Club, Ethics Bowl, and Math Olympiad. This student is also a member of marching band and orchestra, a piano performer, and an accomplished cultural dancer. This candidate is a servant of the community, participating on the Simi Valley Youth Council, volunteering for the Simi Valley Public Library and the Tomorrow Project, a global sustainability nonprofit, and serving as vice president and instructor for the Agora Math Circle. Her superpower is teaching, in which she finds immense joy and is recognized by others. One recommender notes, quote, "Anyone who watches her teach can see how she has an unparalleled level of patience when working with students." On her way to the University of California, Berkeley in the fall, please join me in congratulating Santa Susana High School's Monishka Tanwani. I don't know about Megan, but I'm not worthy of working for any of you all. I'm so impressed with you. It's amazing. In fact, parents, adults, teachers, please stand. Let's give them one round of sustained applause. One more time. Everyone deserves a standing ovation in their life just once, and you've earned it tonight. You know, you're each part of an elite group of future leaders. We thank you and we salute you. It is truly an honor to recognize your achievements right here in our own county. President Reagan once thought, well, I've said it before and I'll say it again, America's best days are yet to come. Our proudest moments are yet to be. Our most glorious achievements are just ahead. This spirit of optimism exists today because of those of you in this room. Bright, accomplished, filled with energy to make tomorrow better than today. So congratulations. Before we open the buffets and allow you to enjoy dinner downstairs, I do have a few housekeeping items. First, we hope you enjoyed your time at the Reagan Library this evening and that you visit us again to discover more about Ronald Reagan's service to our country. As such, we are pleased to present each semifinalist recognized here tonight with a one-year complimentary student membership in our Friends of the Reagan Foundation membership program. Details about activating your membership are included in your program and will be sent via email this week. Be on the lookout for that. Immediately after our program, we would like to request that all semifinalists, selection committee members, and our keynote speaker join us in front of the mural for a group photograph right here. That TV's going to get moved if you're all wondering how you're all going to fit there, okay? The sooner we can all gather, the sooner you can enjoy your dinner. Parents and other guests, if you can please hold on to your child's awards and stay seated until the students have made their way to the mural, that will assist us in gathering very quickly. This is not a quick movement we have discovered in the past years. We're pleading with you. Instructions for ordering the photos taken this evening will be sent to you in the email as well when you get it this week. After the large group photograph with all of the semifinalists, we'll release the semifinalists to the general seating buffet downstairs. Please take your parents with you, okay? As you head to the dinner tables downstairs, we've attempted to offer you an opportunity to sit nearby other students who might be attending the same college or another school in that region. There'll be staff and signage at the bottom of the stairs to direct you. Just something a little bit fun, start to get to know people, figure out who's you're going to ride home with at Thanksgiving. Okay? Scholarship recipients and school representatives, please remain on this level while we present your perpetual plaques and take some additional photographs. During dinner, we'll be asking tonight's honorees to share a few words on camera to allow us to highlight your accomplishments. You know that video that you saw at the beginning? Some of you are about to be in it for next year. There are instructions for this. Someone will come to your table, and Danny Jordan has offered a signed copy of his book for everyone. And I'm hoping we have them here, and if not, we will get them to you. Because I see the look on Danny's face like, No worries, we'll take care of that. Before you leave this evening, all students should stop by the table in the back here to pick up your certificate of distinction. Okay, and to purchase photographs, that'll be in your email. If I might ask, rather than having the students go and fooling with their certificates, maybe parents, that's a job for you while the students are taking their photos. And then you can all go downstairs together to dinner. Now remember, we're going to do the large group photo with everyone. Then the winners are going to stay here and everyone else is going to go down to dinner. Does that make sense? Okay. If everyone would please join us in front of the mural now. And congratulations to everybody. Have fun at graduation, everybody.
Okay, all semi.